guys, so welcome back to my channel, Claire's So Crafty. Today in this video we are going to be making baby and toddler headbands, and it's very simple. It's something you can do if you're a beginner or if you are more expert at this, at sewing and also that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and we will get started. So we're going to want to pick from our knit stockpile. So I think today I'm going to be using this lavender, like really light lavender color. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's very pretty, and when I get it out I'll show you a bit more. So this is the fabric a little bit closer up. It's got a little bit of a shimmer in it, but it's also really soft and very stretchy. So it'll be really nice for baby or toddler headbands, or maybe you want it for yourself. So for your measurements, you can use either a headband that you already have and it's the right size, like for your toddler, or you can just use these measurements that I am using. So this is probably about a newborn size, or it could be like 0 to 6 months, just depending on how stretchy your fabric is. The circumference of the newborn or very, very little baby size headbands is 12 inches around. So for this headband, I cut out a piece of fabric that was 22 inches by 5. And so the 5 inches is the width, but it'll actually be in half because we're going to end up folding it over this way. But yeah, it'll be half of your width. So depending on how wide you want the headband to be, you want to make it that width. You want to make it double the width of what you want your width of the headband to be. So I folded my piece in half long ways, and it has right sides together. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start sewing. You're probably going to want to use an actual sewing machine, and you want to either do a stretch stitch, but if your machine does not have one, a zigzag stitch is fine, because it is stretchy fabric. So you don't want to do a regular stitch, because if you do a regular stitch, it'll all snap and then you'll have holes in it. So you're going to take it and you're going to do a zigzag stitch all the way down. So right now I'm just serging up the sides, the one I showed you. You can use your regular machine, or you can use a serger, or just whatever you want. Because I have a serger, I did use it because it just will help me to make it look more finished, but you can do whatever. Even though I did serge up my seam, I'm also going to use my sewing machine just to make sure that it's extra secure, because if I don't do that, sometimes the serger thread can be a bit loose and you can see the thread from the other side. So if you do the serger, then you still might want to use your regular machine just to make sure that the thread doesn't show, and it'll just help it to look more professional. So if you're working with stretchy fabrics, your machine might do this, because mine did. It would skip a couple, or a couple zigzag stitches, and that's fine as long as it's still stretchy, but it's just what the stretchy fabric does. So now you're going to find the middle of your thing, which is about halfway through, so you can fold it in half, or if you don't really care about being that exact, you can just eyeball it. So that's mine right here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut just a little bit, because it's just needed for the next step. So I cut my little section out. It's only about 2 inches. So that's all you're going to need. So the next part is you're going to want to line your seam in the middle of your thing, and you're going to sew the sides. So you're going to sew here and also this side, and you're going to sew it shut just like this. So now you should have this just long strip of fabric with the seam sewn. And so what you're going to want to do is from this hole, you're going to right side it out. So this is what you should have right side out. And you have clean edges. This is also backwards, just to clarify. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take this part, this seam that is open, and you're just going to stitch a seam across to close it. So I closed up the seam. So you can iron this flat. This is what your strip should look like, and I'm going to show you what to do next because it doesn't look much like a headband right now. So we have it this direction, and we're going to go ahead and flip it over and tie a bow. And I'll come back to you when I do that. You can tie the bow however you want, just whatever you think looks the best. This is what I came up with, and you can do it in different sizes, and that is all. It's very simple, so you can do it if you're a beginner or if you are more experienced with sewing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.